Hi, my name's Emily, welcome to my channel. I make home education, vloggy, lifestyle, van videos with my 10-year-old daughter Rosie and my 14-month-old Orion. We haven't done much vanning recently just because Orion's little, and whilst we did take him to 4 festivals in his first year, he was sleeping most of the time then, and now he's toddling around and actually needs his proper nap time and proper bedtime. It's a little bit more complicated. So we've got one festival booked in, which is Solskin in about 4 weeks, that a lot of our friends go to. So he's going to go up there. But we're not going to keep the routine our friends do. One of us is going to have to stay with him when he's napping and go to bed with him when he goes to bed. Because he can't sleep in a travel cot in the awning where it's not as warm as in the truck. So, although it is kind of a tent, but it's not, because it doesn't have a ground sheet and it doesn't seal. So, but he is off the ground, I suppose, now. Nothing. But I bought a gazebo recently so that I could actually enjoy being outside without being scorched by that heat of the sun and the rain. In it I have put up some decorations, 2 so far. That one came off my altar. I have to rearrange my altar at the moment. Alright, I painted up this table. It's got wet because I didn't have any tape to put over the holes. So I'm going to put some amanita mushrooms in the holes and then stick some wood coasters around the outsides so that it looks like a little homemade table, just a real. There's a Ryan clapping. I gotta ring the dot at 8 o'clock. I'm going to take him back to, because he's had that cough a little while now. So we're going to go in a minute because it's not that warm today. So there's been a little bit going on, but this video is probably going to be very, very basic of any home ed stuff. I set Rosie something yesterday that I said, if you were in charge, like government-wise, what would you do? So I made her sit there and have a think about what laws she would have in place. And she obviously did the one about big companies must pay their tax. You don't get away with it, so that the poor people don't have to pay as much. And then she came up with one about fining people and jailing them for abandoning dogs. And then I suggested perhaps you should stop them from getting one again. So she came up with a register so that people cannot re-buy a dog. I actually got my chair out now, but I've suddenly realised if we do take this gazebo down to take the Solskin, this chair's got to go back in the shed, or at least in the house, because it can't stay out here because there's nothing on it. We're popping out briefly this morning, me and Orion, to run an errand. So now we're not much else planned for today. So I'll show you what we've been up to, but it's real life. It's not. Yeah, it's not always interesting, but that's what vlogs are about. Vlogs are about real life. So it's about being real, it's about being raw, it's about being unapologetically just ourselves. We don't put a show on. I don't wear makeup. Sometimes I remember doing my hair before I film, which maybe I should. But yeah, we're just a raw little family. And these kids have been through a lot, so yeah, I should get on with it. Stamp. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your foot. Stamp, stamp. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your foot. Stamp, stamp. If you're happy and you know it, you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your foot. Stomp, stomp. That's his kick foot too. So he can be a drummer and have a good strong kick foot. Yes. up when I turn my back for 2 minutes. Look at the state of that face. Were you eating dirt? Were you eating dirt? No, he says. I wasn't eating dirt, man. I promise I wasn't eating dirt, man. I promise I wasn't eating dirt. Just carrying my jar around them. Not eating dirt. Not eating dirt. Come here. He's such a mischievous little boy. He's so mischievous. He's cute. I bought this gazebo for outside and I was away over the weekend, and a couple of the pins popped out, so that step is out to try and fix it. But I can't figure out what I'm doing wrong, so Craig will know next time he's around. A young man here decided that my step is a good... Careful now, because if you don't line yourself up properly, you fall, don't you? It's a good sitting spot and a good leaning spot. He does like a good sit. He's a little old man, he is, likes a good sit. Oh, careful! Careful. It's like days like today are warm. So you don't really want to be in the house. But it's not quite nice enough to be, and I don't have time to get anywhere really between Rosie coming back either. So yeah. I have, however, been talking to AI. Now, and that's a controversial subject. With regards to like different projects around the pagan wheel of the year and different religions and history and how to set it up and stuff. So it's given me a very, very interesting idea. So litha is in, however you pronounce it, is in 2 weeks-ish, 21st of June. Sorry, he was eating dirt earlier. So I figured that, okay, give me some activities. And it gave me some lovely little activities like the sun paper, weaving on an embroidery hoop or the circle of sticks, sun wheel, all stuff to do with the sun and the summer and the longest day. And so we're going to do a litha project for the next 2 weeks. So I'm going to shove in some of the pictures that we've just done recently. It's going to be a bit of a short video. Pardon that my intro has disappeared. Because of the little man, I haven't had much chance to like make a new intro and enter it into the new editing app thingy. So they're a little bit slapdash at the moment. I do apologise for that. Real life, every life kind of getting in the way when you've got a 14-month-old and a 10-year-old, all their extracurricular stuff, and your home editing. So it's not just extracurricular; it's organising all their stuff. Oh dear, he tried to go in. Did you trip on the step? Oh, you're okay. I gotta pick him up. Disgruntled. So this video will be, or will have been, I think I've already done an intro at some point, will have been all the random stuff that we have been up to. Maybe the ponds in it. There might not be too much of Rosie in it because we haven't started a project yet, and she's just been doing like twinkle stuff. Me, and it's really boring filming her doing worksheets. We're not big on worksheets. I gave her a project the other day of fill in what you would do if you were like in government and you were in charge, and she had a couple of good ideas like to do with the taxes, and she had a couple of unique ideas to do with dogs, and then very kiddie ideas like more national holidays. Who's that? Who's that? But the good thing is, because I got Gemini on my phone, it actually differentiates the two tasks, so it makes me a bit of a lazy teacher now because I do know how to do it, and I have been doing it because I've been doing it for Rosie, and I do it for my kids in the school and everything. But when you're sleep deprived, 14-month-old and stuff, it's nice to have someone else say, why don't you do this? So now we have a 10-year-old and a 14-month-old activity. So Orion's got nice safe stuff to do for him, and Rosie's got more challenging stuff for her, which she probably doesn't like. Because when I showed her random acts of no, ready for, it's not a sweet, it's a stone. Oh, his face. Trying to stop you from eating a stone and joking, mother. How dare you? He, yeah, and she saw his little tasks, like pat a tree. She had to do all this nature stuff. She was like, where's my heart? So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So yeah, I'll wrap it up here, and I hope you enjoyed the video and that it makes some sense. But for now, it's ta from me and ta from the Rosie Bear and ta from Orion.